Let's move on down the hallway right here.
32 years after her daughter was raped and murdered, Barbara Leonard walked into the Pierce County Courthouse to see her killer, with the support of family and friends.
You never expect the face of somebody that's done something this terrible to look normal.
Besides the jail scrubs, that's exactly how Gary Hartman looked. A married father of two, according to his neighbors, a nurse at Western State Hospital with no criminal history. Perhaps the last person you'd imagine brutalizing a young Michella Welch near a Tacoma park in 1986. Her two younger sisters remembered searching for Michella the day she disappeared.
We call it a yoo-hoo, and we yoo-hooed and yoo-hooed, and no. We didn't hear her.
Then this week, a huge break in the case. Using a DNA sample from the scene, Tacoma police identified Hartman through genetic genealogy.
Chief Ransdale said, "Are you sitting down?" So there was a chair right there, so I sat down and I said, "Yes." He said, "We have arrested the person or apprehended the person we feel is responsible for Michella's murder." It was just like, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry.
The young girl's murder took the family years to process.
I remember standing in the bathroom brushing my daughter's hair, and she was 12, almost 13, and it's just amazing. It's amazing what you remember and
the loss.
And the loss.
What is striking about Michella's family is how they speak without anger or resentment, but they are clearly set on seeking justice.
That there are consequences to those actions that we do in life that
affect others.
That if you are not held accountable, it changes you into a different person and you think that you are above the law.
Michella's mother and two sisters have since moved out of state, but her mom, Barbara Leonard, has kept all of the cards the community sent to her in 1986 when her daughter was murdered. She said seeing the courtroom full today makes the family feel supported and loved. In the newsroom, Elisa Hahn, King 5 News.